Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, guys, if you're new to the channel and if you enjoyed this video. So before I start this video, I want to say shout out to, Counterpunch Boxing, because I actually got this information by watching his video. He's a good channel, very informative, makes a ton of videos, and he's like one of the main channels I be watching. So yeah, gotta give him credit, because I saw his video and I was like, oh shit. So let's be quoting Mr. Mike Coppinger, or Coppinger. Developing, John Skipper offered Deontay Wilder a 3-fight deal worth roughly $100 million to fight on DAZN yesterday, per sources. Wilder co-manager Shelly Finkel confirmed the money in that ballpark. Dominic Breazeale at $20 million, then 2 fights with Anthony Joshua valued at $40 million per fight. So that's what Mike Coppinger had to say. I guess he was in the room in the meeting with DAZN, John Skipper, Deontay Wilder, Shelly Finkel, because he seems to always have this information as if he's right there. So maybe he's he's a part. I don't know. Maybe he's one of those journalists that he's just right there in the meeting, and then he tweets everything, right? I don't know how true this is, okay? But if it is true, and if Deontay Wilder was offered this type of money, a 3-fight deal, and by the way, this is what I like this type of deal. I told you guys in my last video, I didn't like when I heard that, when I heard, I guess it was a rumor now, but when I heard that, he was offered a $50 million, $25 million per fight deal, I thought it was a great deal for Wilder, but I didn't like that Anthony Joshua was not included. But with this is what I'm talking about. With this whole thing where he says a 3-fight deal worth $100 million, he gets $20 million for Dominic Breazeale, and then $40 million per each Anthony Joshua fight. So I guess if he beats Anthony Joshua, if he fights Anthony Joshua, he'll get $40 million. And then and then he's obligated to face Anthony Joshua again, even if he loses against him, because like I said, he's gonna be getting paid $40 million for to fight Anthony Joshua only. So that's a great deal. That is a great deal. And honestly, if this is true, again, I don't know if this is 100% true. This is just what Mike Coppinger is saying. So obviously, we don't know if this is true. But he says supposedly that Shelly Finkel says it's around that ballpark. Either way, $100 million for Deontay Wilder is absolutely incredible things. Deontay Wilder has never made that type of money. I don't care what anyone says. People love to say that Deontay Wilder made $20 million against Tyson Fury. No, the truth is he made $4 million. Every report I see of Deontay Wilder, his highest purse was $4 million against Tyson Fury. That's his highest purse. So he's being offered $100 million for 3-fight deals for 3 fights. That's absolutely amazing. Him receiving $20 million to face Dominic Breazeale is insane, right? If he fought on PBC, he would probably get $1.5 million to face Dominic Breazeale. This is the type of money that $20 million to face a Dominic Breazeale. That's the type of money that you would make, that you would think Wilder would make facing Anthony Joshua, right? Or facing Tyson Fury, or facing someone of very importance in the heavyweight division, right? Not someone like Dominic Breazeale. So the fact that he's making $20 million facing someone like Dominic Breazeale, that right there in itself is just amazing for Deontay Wilder. And then $40 million per each Anthony Joshua fight. So, like I said, because they said the $40 million is going to be just for the Anthony Joshua fight. So I guess if he wins or if he loses, whatever happens, he'll still get $40 million against Anthony Joshua. Again, I really hope this guy doesn't reject this offer, man. Because if Deontay, imagine we hear this is true. Imagine Shelly Finkel, Deontay Wilder come out and they confirm it's true. They say, yeah, they offered us $100 million, but then they reject it. If I hear that Deontay Wilder rejects this offer, he must be the dumbest heavyweight champion of all time, the dumbest fighter of all time. Because, dude, this is an amazing offer, man. Deontay Wilder has always made it clear that he wanted to make a bunch of money versus Anthony Joshua. Money has been a big something that Deontay Wilder has always talked about when it comes to Anthony Joshua. He wants a certain amount of money because he feels that for a fight of that magnitude, he needs to be receiving a certain amount of money. You know? And here is that certain amount of money. You're going to have 3 fights and get $100 million. He's set for life with that type of money. So I really don't want to be coming on here and chastising and crucifying Deontay Wilder if I hear that he rejects this fight or this offers. Okay? Again, this is the type of offer I'm happy and I wanted to see from DAZN, because again, if he let's say this offer is true, and let's say Deontay Wilder takes this offer, right? That means we know 100% that he will be fighting Anthony Joshua next year. I mean, no, Anthony Joshua in his next fight. Well, not in his next fight, but after he gets past Dominic Breazeale. Because if he signs this offer, that means in his next fight in May, he'll fight Dominic Breazeale. And then that means this year we could have Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale. I mean, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. In September, they can make the unification fight, the undisputed fight. And whatever happens, win or lose, that fight got made. That's the most important part. Even if Wilder loses, even if Wilder wins, the most important part is him fighting Anthony Joshua, right? And then, win or lose, he will fight Anthony Joshua again in a rematch because he signed a contract with DAZN saying that he will receive $40 million, 2 $40 million purses for 2 back-to-back fights with Anthony Joshua. So then they could fight again. Let's say he fights him in, I don't know, the United States or something, or in the UK, Anthony Joshua. And he gets paid $40 million to fight him in the UK at Wembley this September. And then, like, say, again, they could fight in April, maybe again in Wembley, or maybe even in New York or something, right? So, again, I just really hope that Deontay Wilder's not dumb, he's not stupid, and he doesn't reject this offer, you know. We're going to have to wait and see. We all have to just basically wait and see, but this is good news as far as I'm concerned. Because DAZN is sitting, you know, Deontay Wilder is sitting there with John Skipper. They're talking about signing him to DAZN, and I love the fact that they're mentioning him, that they're basically attaching Anthony Joshua's name to this deal, because that was my big worry. If you're gonna offer Deontay Wilder money to fight on DAZN, make sure you attach Anthony Joshua's name to it, so when he signs that dotted line, he gets, you know. But then we know for sure he's going to fight, you know, Anthony Joshua. And it's not a thing where, you know, you'll have 2 fights with Dominic Breazeale and then Adam Konecki and then be like, all right, I don't need to take this fight again, and then be out. He bounces. You know, that's why I'm really happy that I'm really hoping that this is the true news. I'm really hoping this Mike Coppinger guy is telling the truth. Because if he is, then all eyes are basically just on Deontay Wilder. It's up to him to agree to this. He's going to have to agree to this. If he does not agree to this and if he rejects this deal, then that lets me know that he never wanted to fight Anthony Joshua. Like, that lets me know, and it should let Deontay Wilder fans know, and anyone who wants Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua unification fight to happen, it should let them know that Deontay Wilder never wanted this fight, because how can you reject a $100 million 3-fight deal? That is ludicrous. That is insane if you reject that type of money. Deontay Wilder's never made that type of money. That's life. That's a life-changing type of money. This guy has been getting paid $1.5 million, literally for literally 90% of his fights since he became a champion. He's been getting paid the same amount of money, 1.5 million. Always, right? He's been looking for that big payday. He's at an age where he needs to be getting this type of paydays, right? Because he's like 33, 34 now. He's like in the later stages of his career, right? He'll probably be shot to bits in 5 years, right? So he's in that stage where he needs to be making this type of money. So this is his opportunity to do it. To not only make this type of money for himself, but to make the fans happy. This is what the fans want. Win or lose, people would respect Wilder more if he takes this fight with Anthony Joshua. Because if he never fights Anthony Joshua, I'm telling you right now, he will be called a coward for the rest of his his career, and even after he retires. I mean, look at Riddick Bowe. Riddick Bowe ducked Lennox Lewis 27 years ago, and to this day, people call him a coward for ducking Lennox Lewis. They never get. Boxing fans don't forget things. They don't get over these things. It's been nearly 30 years, and to this day, they bring up, boxing fans go bring up the fact that Riddick Bowe vacated his WBC Heavyweight Championship belt to not fight Lennox Lewis. So if Deontay Wilder does not fight Anthony Joshua, if he rejects this offer, and let's say he goes on to just keep defending his belt on another network, and he never fights him, people will never forget this, right? 20 years from now, people will be saying Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua. That's why they didn't fight. You know, he didn't take that DAZN deal. You know, they'll be bringing this up in videos 20 years from now. So I really hope Deontay Wilder's smart. I really hope he's intelligent. And I really hope I'm not making videos crucifying him if he rejects his offer. That's all I have to say, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. And I'm out, guys. Thanks for watching, man.